And hello everyone, this is DubiousPhysics coming to you from the Southlands. Just a little south of the Shifting Sands in Total War Warhammer II, the Eye of the Vortex campaign. I am here playing as Queek Head Taker. And, well, we're going to take some heads. We're finally on the offensive. We're expanding a little bit. Just wrapped up a nice attacking turn. And I have a little bit of a problem. Diplomatically speaking, in that Khemri is a really good ally. However, they hold all the territory I need to expand into. So that's a thing. Got non-aggression and military access, that's not a big deal, but I'm making 942 trade income off them. The thing is, I need to start breaking those agreements if I wanted to. Granted, I'm making enough income from my taxes that trade income's not as important, I guess, but they're like my one big trade part. And I put a lot of diplomatic effort into getting it. Back when I was playing Clan Scryer, I allied with Khemri, which worked out really nicely because I didn't really want to expand all this way south. That was a separate side game I played briefly, Immortal Empires. But anyway, to business, huh? They've got one province left to take over. Well, everything's pending. This commandment will take effect at the start of next turn. We've already done all the wrap-up for this turn, so let's see what happens over the end turn. I doubt Croc will build up enough of a force to seriously threaten Queek right away. Quite possibly the one concern at this point is that Khemri might actually wander over and take some of the settlements we need, at which point I would really have to fight him. Do you want a non-aggression pact? I do not consider that a priority.
Be quick or I take your eyes with my tail.
Being at peace with people is good. I'm going to... Okay, my reliability did not drop. That means they didn't declare war and immediately offer peace, which kinda nukes your reliability if you accept, which I kinda wish I did. Okay, Rite of Sotek was performed, but that was Hexawatl over out in the west, not Last Defenders, so we're good. Although I guess the effect would extend out here if they immediately confederated. I'm not actually sure how that works. Now, one thing I do actually want to do is review the tech tree, or rather, review the skill tree and then the tech tree briefly, because now I've taken some. I initially did some research on or some thinking, I guess, on the poison wind mortars, which I finally have access to. And okay, yeah, this is Skaven. I believe they come under Skaven weapon teams, so they'd be covered by my favored lord choices. How much would they be covered by? I guess yeah, they'd qualify as a weapon team. Surely. Let me double check that, because I am going to give him a shot after thinking about it. I'm going to seriously give him the shot. I'm going to start swapping out Plague Claw catapults in a lot of my various locations and popping in Poison Wind Mortar team or two. They'll have to be very careful with how I use them, but it'll be interesting. Because while their explosive damage looks better than Plague Claws in exchange for shorter range on the surface, but one thing that's very easy to underestimate from the research I've done over the past week is the sheer amount of damage their poison effect does. That is, as I understand it, quite effective. Okay, so we've had some expanding here, that's good. Again, I'm going to hold off expanding on the Undercity just for a moment. Okay. So we're filling in Storm Vermin, and you have an room for 2 heroes. That's the currently being occupied by Tail Slashers and an extra Plague Claw. Right. What's the upkeep on Plague Claws? 182, and the upkeep on Poison Wind Mortars, which I don't know the icon for yet. There you go. 205. Okay, a little pricier. Let's see if they're worth the swap. These stats don't, in many respects, don't look as good, but it's important to bear in mind that there are 3 times as many Poison Wind Mortars in a unit. So, I'm not going to swap that out right now. I'm going to get probably a bit more use out of those Plague Claws, but next time I bring in armies to do a bunch of recruiting. You know what? Skittis technically is in a bunch of recruiting. Hello, Ro! That's good to see you. Alright, I'm just going to pop down this right here. And I am going to spout. Gonna keep it, like, they're diminishing returns for having too many Plague Claws. I believe the same thing would apply to mortars. So I'm going to just recruit the 2 mortars. And for the other filler unit, which is going to be like this Clan Vulcan unit, Tail Slashers unit, is going to be replaced by a hero eventually. I may put in a similar unit here, although these are a little pricey for throwaway units. Still. Giselles, Rattling Guns, all good units. Honestly, I'm probably going to go the efficient, because my income's not, like, it's solid but not amazing yet, and just go for okay. I did not realize I had this much cost reduction on these units, but yes, I will take a unit of Skaven slaves for 0 gold. And yeah, welcome to the stream, Ro. It is good to see you. I hope your week's going well. Okay, Ickbolt needs to do replenishment. I mean, if I wanted to keep Khemri as an ally, who would I even go for? I'd strike out west, but having to reinforce across an ocean is less than ideal. I was hoping there was actually more territory held by the dwarves here that I could declare war on, but nope, it's all held by Khemri. I do want to be really careful about going toe-to-toe with Khemri. They've been doing pretty well so far. I'm not... I might start breaking agreements with them, but I won't just yet, not until this war's done. And like, even though there'll be a 10-turn downtime before I can cleanly declare war on them, this is the Vortex campaign. There are things I can use the downtime for. Like, I need to
that one watches me.
I need to... Oh, I realized I recruited. No, I should recruit Skaven Slave Spears, I believe. Better melee defense. There we go. Really good tar pit units. Okay, Ickbolt's pretty much where he needs to be. Getting that replenishment. This unit's probably not worth the cost at this point. And then, like the tail slashers, it's not going to be significantly more effective than Skaven Slaves, so I'm just going to pop in that unit there. It'll replenish faster even as well. And let's move heroes while I'm at it. Okay, I want this hero to... How long until I can undercity again? 2 turns. Yeah, I want this hero to monitor the situation here, make sure we spot any other armies that might be coming up. In 2 turns you will be able to undercity the Awakening. I want you to hover around there until then. And you can start coming back. Let me do recruitment for the turn. Okay, yes, we've got another Warlock Engineer ready, fantastic. Close enough to Skidus? Yeah, let's get that going. How about Assassins? Yes, we finally got an Assassin ready. That's fantastic. Queek will finally be able to have his Assassin slot filled. There's an innuendo in there somewhere, and that was not intentional. But anyway. I'm gonna recruit one of the other assassins just so it doesn't... I will wait 2 turns before recruiting because this is almost done, which will up the assassin recruit rank considerably. And, by 2 ranks, which is a fair bit, and I'm just going to recruit another assassin. Just immediately dismiss them, just to make sure that it doesn't kick out one of the existing things. I don't know when exactly it rolls stuff. And our sorcerers aren't important for the moment. Okay, time to roll out. We don't have a whole lot of food, which is unfortunate. I would like to up tier Tlaqua as soon as we take it, but at the same time taking out Krokgar's armory is important. Doesn't look like he has the capability to recruit. What does he have here? Okay, he can recruit Dread Saurians. Let's take out his army before that happens. Where am I taking attrition from? Oh, these guys also perform the Rite of Sotek. Or maybe, oh, okay. I completely misread that. I assumed it was Hexwadal that performed the Rite of Sotek. No, it was Krokgar. Then I'd better get going. Okay, we're gonna Lightning Strike just to reduce their morale. So they've got a lot of deadly beasts, infantry, infantry, some not really deadly cavalry, and so on. So we do not want to get into melee with them. Fortunately, this is a siege. So, spotted a handful of javelin units and some chameleon skinks, and together with the ancient Stegodon, which shouldn't be able to fire over the walls if we're careful, that's basically the entirety of their range capability. I should be concerned in case they have tier 5 walls and their towers are really deadly, but I believe this map should allow us to cleanly eliminate the towers without being too much at risk. Yeah, and this door will offer stuff like the Juzales clean shots up to the town square. So we should be pretty good. Let's take everything off fire at will before I forget. Your group 5, your group 4. 5 is my anti-large artillery, 4 is my anti-infantry artillery. That's the word. Now this is probably going to have angle down here, so we'll put Queek up here to soak stuff up. Will you have coverage of everything? Yes you will. Warlock Engineer will help those out. May have to move upwards to actually get shots, which would be awkward. The Warp Lightning Cannons will have shots immediately. In that case I'm going to put the Plague Claws up here, and then let them walk up to the next one and shoot at that. And then everything else is going to want to sit over to the left, hopefully out of reach of the towers. Let's get you formed up first, and then I'll pull out the stealthy boys. Okay, we can put you up here because you maintain concealment even when firing if needed. And that should be all our organization done. Okay, they actually haven't manned any of the towers. I'm gonna hold the Plague Claws then, we'll just let the Warp Lightning Cannons, which are a lot better against these, and a lot worse against stuff on the walls. I'll let the Warp Lightning Cannons burn their ammunition, and then we will move from there. One more shot, hopefully. They've applied a range damage hex on us, I believe. We should still be okay. Let's take out that last tower there for safety. Come on, you got range? Yes you do. Okay, let's get everyone formed up. I don't think they can hit us from there, so range units here. Want to be a little careful because I don't know that I can see their chameleon skinks. See if I can't do some cheeky stuff with the Warp Lightning Cannons. Oh, they still have ammunition. Because direct fire weaponry, like the Warp there's another one of their hexes, like the Warp Lightning Cannons, and artillery in general as well, tends to miss forward and backward rather than to either side. In addition, cannons, like the Warp Lightning Cannon, have a bunch of penetration. So, attacking units positioned along the wall here should be ideal, provided I can get an angle. I have to be able to get angle at all to that to work, but it should be ideal. Half wondering if the rattling guns shouldn't take a few shots, but direct fire tends to be genuinely terrible. Making it over here, like you'd need some distance with Warp Lightning Cannons to have much of an impact. Okay. Can we hit all of them? Yes, you can. Start poking these, come on. Yes, unleash warp hell, go. That wasn't terrible. Yeah, the line of units there, not half bad. Trying to inflict as much damage as possible with our artillery, and up close later on with our missile units, so we don't have to brawl Temple Guard and other elite infantry and monsters. Okay, let's see. Actually, if we can be a little cheeky with our Jezzails even. Can you get a shot from here? I guess I'll have Queek work on the door. While all that's happening, their ranged units can't really threaten him. Okay, they've moved a new unit. High value, Temple Guards, into position. Look at that line down there. This is kind of optimal theoretical dream positioning for the warp lightning cannons. Not often you get to exploit them like this. Technically it would be for like the Ratling guns as well if the Ratlings were a little taller, but unfortunately for them they are not. Okay, looks like we've accidentally busted open the door with collateral damage. Queek is wandering aggressively towards the other door. They wasted some magic shooting at Queek. That's entirely fine. Can we hit this Temple Guard unit? Ballistics calibration, go! And this unit's a bit out of reach of our warp lightning cannons, but the Plague Claws should be able to hit it a bit. Okay, targeting the Saurus Spears, not exactly a high value unit, but they're actually pretty decent infantry still, and they're in an ideal position to target. Queek still working on that door. Okay, our artillery's settled down for now. Can we snipe some of their heroes with this Jezzail unit?
As master desires.
Don't quite think they can get a shot. How about this Scarvet? Can I get a shot on those without moving? Maybe with one of the cannons. Almost got their general eliminated, that's good. Can you get a shot on their priest? Nope, okay. Hit what we can. Come on. Yes, you've got shots, excellent. Okay, that's enough poking at that unit. Can we get shots on this one now? You're reforming a little bit. One of the catapults thinks it has a shot. No, not anymore. Okay, we're not great against heroes, but this hero is very neatly placed inside a unit of temple guards, which allows us to target the artillery with precision we ordinarily could not on the walls. So we should be able to basically erase that temple guard unit. We're still working on the gate. Can we hit this unit with lightning cannons? Yes we can. I feel kind of bad about it. Okay, hold fire with the artillery. You're not going to be great against a Scar veteran just wandering around on his own.
Council's command!
Okay, we're almost out of rounds on the warp lightning cannons. Let's not be too frivolous with them. Gonna shuffle the plague claw catapults up a little bit.
Shriek! Shriek!
So they can hit stuff on this wall, because we've got ranged units we want to get rid of. I could get Queek to waste their ammunition, but I think we have enough firepower that that's not... we could save a little time by just shooting them instead. Okay, has this unit formed up again? Yes, but we could target a better thing here, I think. What do you need to do to get range on that? Apparently targeting is going to be a bit awkward. Okay then. Let's just plonk you here. It's the same unit. Okay, all our warp lightning's out of ammo. Okay, got move you out of the way. Am I in range for a Doom Rocket? Not easily. Is that gate down yet, Queek? No, apparently not. Okay, we've got Skink Cohort Javelins here. Cool. We have angle. Let's hit them with one volley. I'll punch holes in them and then just hold fire because they may want to reform to fill in the gaps, which will make it a better shot for us. Let's hit these Saurus as well. One of the catapult units doesn't have an angle. What's this buff that they keep being given? Weapon damage and armor. Yes, that'll be very helpful for melee units being artillery bombarded on the walls. I really can't get a hit on these. How about here?
Going.
I think what catapults, because when you target a unit with artillery, it seems to pick a random or an arbitrary entity in that unit, an individual soldier, and I guess the catapults are trying to target someone hidden behind that bit of rubble. Target this one. And while we're at it, any shots on this priest? Yes, no. No shots. Reposition then. That's an ancient Stegodon, right? Yeah, it's not a long-range missile monster. Okay, this unit is compact at the corner, so we should be able to target. Queek's finally gotten through the door. Cool. Let's shuffle you over here. Hold fire a bit while you all reload. Okay, I need you to target the skink cohort. Now you have shots, excellent. Okay, you're not gonna hit them effectively while they're pulling back. Anything else with ammo? Ancient Stegodon's not a concern at range. It's tucked in, we can't really hit it. They've got one unit with ammo coming back up, but there's not a whole lot left. And there's still a Dawn up here as well. Short range missiles shouldn't be an issue. Now we just need to steadily bombard them down. I'll use one catapult at a time now so they don't stack up too much. It's that they've got melee damage and armor, should be fine. Could be super optimal and just wait for the armor buff to wear off, but these have enough armor piercing damage anyway. Okay, you don't have shots anymore. How about on this unit? No, then this unit. Can I just throw a fireball up here? Phew. Fireball's not amazing, but yeah, that didn't achieve much.
Ready? Fight! Attack!
Now, if I swing my Jezzails around over here, could I squeeze in a shot at their other Scar veteran? There's the remaining Javelin unit, we should make sure to get rid of that. Ah, 2 remaining Javelin units. Okay, pretty much done positioning. Do you have shots? I think you do. Unfortunately, he has a rampart. Hold fire. Don't waste your ammo. How about on this guy? Ooh, one of you has shots.
What? Faster, scary!
It's a nice big cluster coming up here. See if you can lob around into it. We appear to have accidentally collapsed the walls. Okay, let's try one more shot. Okay, your accuracy really sucks. Okay, reload and hit these guys. It's pretty much the last of your ammunition. I mean, that's one of the last of their really intact units. Okay, let's slip one of the Jezzails up here.
Shriek, shriek! Guide us, Old One! Ah, scurry, yes!
Our artillery is all out of ammo. Job well done. Now make sure you're out of the way. Let's get the wizard up here as well. Okay, you can probably get a shot on these Cold One Spear Riders.
Die! No!
Move the unit around a bit to try and get a better angle. It's a fair few Saurus clustered together there. Let's warp lightning that. Not amazing, but there were units there and now there are fewer units. Okay, let's try and get some shots again. I think that's better. Some decent accuracy there. Oh, they're getting revivified by one of the Bastillodons. It's fine. A lot of the remaining strength that the game reads them as having is probably in those monsters. But if I can get clean shots, the Jezzails will just take them apart. No issue. In fact, I should probably focus on them if I can get range. Can I get range on that? Okay, just reposition, see if you can target down the Bastillodon. May need to squeeze through the gate for it. If anyone responds, we'll pull you out. And ask Queek to do something about it. I think they're actually moving their mage over. Well, we're getting shots in. While we're at it, we may as well poke down that unit. Okay, Bastillodon's mostly gone. move the main formation up a bit. Can we actually finish it off? Ah, no shots. Okay then. Cold One Spear Riders aren't a massive concern. Troxicors would be higher value units. That said, they've got Kroq-Gar coming around. I'll put shots into him, but I'd be a little cautious because he could charge us down. If he comes all the way around, I will send Queek in. Otherwise, we'll see if we can... Okay, he's charging. Get out of there. Queek, go, go, go. Got their wizard coming over actually. Queek might be able to do something. No, no, the wizard's backing off. Now, what about this ancient stegodon? It's really tucked in there. Okay. Queek just got gently poked. That Sync Priest should not last long against Queek. Well, we've got Kroq-Gar as well. Now, Kroq-Gar will be able to neutralize some of Queek's bonuses by being on the Cold One, but he's also not anti-Queek. What I'm just going to do is drop some lightning on this situation here because of the cold ones they're throwing in. And I may as well add some more units just to bog him down and give Queek an easier time, because he's getting disrupted a bunch by the cold ones, which is why he's having trouble at the moment. And then I'm just going to walk Queek out in front of the door, and let's see how quickly we can get a gun team in here. And a gun team looking at the door. Go, go, go. Ooh, that's a Skink Priest. Boop. That's Skink Priest dead. Oh, they've even got a Bastillodon coming over here. Okay, I'm gonna put Queek over here so that he gets attacked, and units will be able to see him. Okay, next clan rats.
Yes, good. Yes, yes, yes. Fight attack! Horned rats.
Can we get shots? I'll just shoot the Sphere Riders for now. Okay, we've debuffed Kroq-Gar. Try to come around here so you can get some gunnery assistance. Shoot Kroq-Gar. Can I get angle at all? I think they don't want to shoot through the clan rats, which is very distressing. Okay, now we're getting shots incoming. Kroq-Gar should be taken care of. Queek's not great against Bastillodons, but he should be more than a match. Maybe he's just getting disrupted too much. We'll give him some gun support. A Pistillon won't last long with rattling guns firing on it. Come on, Queek, one last hit. Good Queek. Queek, you can hit the thing. Ah, it's shattered anyway. Alright, that's enough. That's enough from Queek. Okay, we need to find a way to pull out that Stegodon and then shoot it. I'll get the gun team lined up. Both gun teams lined up, in fact. Don't think I can sneak in shots around the corner with that in that position. What I will do is put a bunch of clan rats on it. You got shots. Come on, fire.
Back on the ground.
Ah, the terror stopped them from holding it in place. And Stegodons aren't exactly easy to hold in place either. That said, it might be coming out if Clan Rat unit continues to flee this way and it pursues. Let's... Okay, shoot it.
Then leap. Rattling gun.
Come on, we've got a limited window. Can we get it before it moves back? No, we cannot.
Master.
It's pretty much the most dangerous unit they have left. Well, for now, let's just stay in position and snipe more things. Let's see if I can snipe those Croxicores from the door.
Attack charge.
Come on. Okay, solid volleys now. Probably form the unit a bit better for this. I'll do that.
Scourge, scourge, burn! Skrenrika dokrek.
Okay, that should be the whole unit firing. Gisele's good units. Ooh, I wonder if we can even get angle on the Spistillodon maybe from there. on firing. Got 2 more Giselles of ammo where that came from. Should actually target the Stilodon before it uses its revivification crystal. But I'll finish off this unit of Croxicores first, okay? And the Stilodon's out of range. So they're moving another unit of Croxicores into position. It's perfect. Repositioning a little bit again. See if we can't finish off this unit still. Oh, they're moving towards us, okay. They are fairly smartly vacating the area that the Giselles can see. Let's just throw down a bit more of that magic. More damage inflicted. Cool. Can we hit these Croxicores without walking all the way through the door? Yes, we can. Almost down to a single Croxicore on that unit. There we go, shattered, hold fire. How far do your guns reach? They're just turning around right now, but okay, they can reach to about here. We've got another unit of Croxicores moving to hold that same position, because they don't want us just waltzing in and sitting on the square. Stegodon is probably the bulk of their remaining power, but I don't want to go brawl with it. Okay, keep poking those Croxicores. They are high value units and actually a substantial threat to our Storm Vermin if we do end up pushing in. Wondering if I shouldn't put Queek up on the walls and let him poke some of their remaining units. But he is pretty heavily damaged, so I'll leave him out of this for now. Do we have more magic? May as well poke the temple guards. Oh, we just inflicted army loss penalty. That was entirely unnecessary. There we go. Successfully avoided having to melee tangle with a bunch of monsters. Artillery doing the bulk of the heavy lifting there. Hopefully our wizard got a little bit of experience. Okay, let's clean up that city. And I'm pretty sure I don't have enough food to level 5 that. No, I do not. But I can level 3 it. Which is probably... I don't know though, the thing is... It's... Look, the last 2 levels it's 40 food per level, but they're much more valuable in terms of growth. Like the first 3 levels, 20 food per level, but... First 3 levels of a settlement grow pretty quickly. I think I may just conserve the food for now. Do I actually want to sack it first? Before? Yeah, I may as well. I should have the movement. And the public order isn't really a concern. Okay, there we go. And we no longer take attrition in that area. Okay, we've taken all the major army buffs there, that's good. Let's get more ability increase. And that's most of our stuff done. Our new Warlock Engineer does need some points. Let's go Warp Lightning, Triangulation, Arms Dealer, Ballistics Calibration, and pick up the Doom Rocket. Probably a bit more value in that for 1 point. And what can I put here? None of this is terrible. I don't know, I probably like the Mask of E better than Fireball, just for defending the artillery and other units the Warlock Engineer is close to. You already get magical attacks from your thing later on, but that's still the... Actually, I'll take melee attack and defense here. And a little bit of missile parry isn't bad. It's also a passive, which I much prefer. Alright, engineering student. And you are ready for action. That'll be next turn though. Okay, time to do some settlement work. So you are set up for construction, but first let's do the settlement upgrade. Northern Red Rivers, Sentry Glades. Actually, Sentry Glades has room to build, this does not, so we'll do this upgrade first. And the next upgrade will come out a bit faster anyway, because the earlier growth points come quicker. Before we do any upgrades or repairs, we should construct buildings. So I want all 4 infrastructure buildings up here. Currently got 2 of them. We've got room for a lair, and we'll want walls. And I think we actually had room for one other thing, so... So we're doing walls, lair, and... construction cavern, probably. Just for the research rate and Warlock Engineer capacity. Let me actually select it correctly again. You've got room here, we don't need growth. Okay, I think I can start putting up warpstone deposits now. And that our economy's stabilized a bit. I'm actually going to go through and get that in here and there. But I will build the warpstone deposit later. First things first. So this is going to be walls, rubbish pit, warpstone. So we'll get the rubbish pit put together first. Okay, anything else that needs... Right, anything else in our territory that has a warpstone deposit, I'll figure out how to squeeze in the deposit. Golden Tower does, and you don't need that growth. You don't need your growth buildings anymore. Though Sotex Trail doesn't have any. Oh, actually, Sotex Trail does. Okay, let's demolish these growth buildings now that the settlements are fully grown, and I can start I'll actually start building here next turn, so that's perfectly timed, and I'll install the warpstone deposits. Caverns of Sotek. Growth is actually done here as well. We'll want to squeeze an upgrade in for those walls. So we'll demolish that, install the warpstone deposit. I need a settlement upgrade here. Okay, and we'll only start constructing there in 6 turns, so back to food generation with you. And how about our home province? Could use some walls on our capital. Any, what are our landmarks for warpstone? Do we have some in Dawn's Light? I guess there are none in our home province. That's fine then. So Sun Tree Glade is going to eventually get... So okay, so that's all the warpstone deposits I have, I believe. Don't think there are any along here. Okay, Serpent Coast, I wanted to do construction on. Well, Kingdom of Beasts. So we're doing upgrades now. So let's gonna prioritize the lowest tier buildings, return on investment and all that. Oh, and Tlaqua. It's going to be a little bit before I have this all secured. I'll throw down pastures here because the food is really handy and there would be plenty of growth and so on. It's worth getting that up earlier. Okay, the Kingdom of Beasts had a tier 1 building. Are we exporting our max medicinal plants? Yes, we are. That may change if I have to break the agreement with Khemri, but we shall see. Okay, upgrading any tier 2 buildings. That's a tech upgrade and may not, and probably isn't worth it right now because I'm not recruiting from there. You're fine. We can make more medicinal plants. Wait, whoop, 2 misclicks. I'm not building in southern jungles at the moment. Maybe a bit later. Okay, those are tier 3. Jungles of the Gods. Yeah, leaving that stuff for now. Let's do a little bit of work on the Under Empire. So we've got Southern Sentinels as a basic setup. Citadel of Dusk, basic setup. And Slansec, basic setup. The Awakening will under city soon. How's it looking around Hexawatl? Okay, we've got basic setup there. I just want to get, like, it won't be good spread, but I want to get a little bit of spread up and running in each location until I can invest more. So yeah, that's just gonna settle at that for now. Okay, I think that is all out of it. Oh wait, one more Undercity to check. Yep, you're in okay shape. So that's most of our development done for now. I can upgrade some of the tier 3 buildings though while I'm going through. Probably won't be constructing in Kingdom of Beasts next turn. Northern Red Rivers. It'll be worth upgrading that. Southern Jungles, not building there. Southern Red Rivers. I do want... okay, neither of those will give fantastic return right now. Yeah, okay, let's look at diplomacy. I'm not breaking treaties with Khemri yet.
Vampire of the way. I hope you're prepared to suck
You're
lemons.
piecing
It
out.
is your decision.
We're minimizing the number of people we're at war with, which will raise our technical strength assessment.
Bring fire and terror.
Okay, and we're trading with these 3 people. Anyone else who likes us enough that we could maybe trade with? Clan Spittle is still really stubborn. Don't know why. Okay. It's time for the intern. Looks like Last Defenders is throwing up another army, largely unsurprisingly. Okay, that wasn't one of our heroes, I think. Oh yeah, that was actually Khemri eliminating their hero for us. Thanks, Khemri. Any chance I could borrow some of your territory? I can't actually make it out there in one turn. Ickbolt's not quite ready for action yet. So what I'll actually do is put Ickbolt probably over here, ready to go to Statues of the Gods. He won't quite... Actually, he might have full replenishment next turn. It doesn't look like it graphically, but he should. Statues of the Gods. And I'll have Queek head over to Death's Head. Small monoliths. There we go. Okay, and Skittis is still recruiting, that's fine. I could actually replace this unit with a much more cost-effective unit. But they're actually, like, Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, I don't mind. They perform pretty respectively. And, my time with them. Okay, let's head out east and look at the situation with the dwarves here. Because I do want this province, but most of it is owned by Khemri. If the dwarves could kindly, like, hit back and take it off Khemri, so that I could take it off them without annoying Khemri, that would be fantastic. Okay. We can actually disband the Skaven slaves there, because we've got one of your heroes up and running. There we go. You were just standing by, getting ready to poke that. Mormal's finally made it back to dry land after several turns searching ruins. Okay, let's quickly do hero recruitment before I forget. No, none of you are any use. How about here? Ooh. Oh right, yeah, that was the one from the last turn. Yes. But I'm still waiting for the... Technically I could wait for tech and recruit them at 9, but I don't think I can wait that long comfortably. Where's the tech that raises the recruit rank of assassins? Vermintide, Storm Vermin, Assassination. Don't think it's... Ah, there it is, Exotic Martial Arts. So I'd have to go through 7 turns of intensive training and then more turns on Exotic Martial Arts, so probably not worth waiting for the recruit at 9. But recruit at 7 should be pretty okay. Okay, we don't have any major combat actions this turn. Let's look at construction. Gonna spend a bunch on this settlement in 2 turns probably, but or this province, but not just yet. Northern Red Rivers. You still need growth and construction. That's fine. Mangrove Coastline is going to be idle for a while. Actually, I should demolish this and replace it with a pit. We'll get that set up. Jungles. Could do some construction on you, but I think I need to spend money elsewhere for a bit. Like Southern Red Rivers. Which just grew slots. Okay, so I can plonk down the warpstone. Which doesn't give us any income, but I mean, it'll help out local armies with the extra magic reserve and such. It's not the worst. Okay. Time to get your infrastructure buildings there up. It'll make back some of the income. At least the warpstone deposits aren't terribly expensive. Oh, I think I demolished something unnecessarily at Vortex Trail. Oh, we'll put you back up. And, the port's worth upgrading. Jungles of the Gods. You've got room here for your warpstone deposit. We can finally start moving along this track. Everyone else is up there. But it's not exactly a race I'm terribly enthusiastic about, because you get options to fight people once they reach the end, and I'd much rather be able to fight people aside from this track, and then also be in good shape to fight them when it comes to the end of the track, rather than get beaten down trying to rush it as much as possible. So that's my thought process. Okay, you won't have to construct for quite a few turns. Nothing I can do there for the moment. Construction will still be useful here. Need to build there. Still need holding off construction there. That's fine. Oh, and I can. This will be an efficient upgrade. Cool. Okay, seriously, Spittle, how do you feel about?
Good. Share our warpstone, and I will not eat you.
If I joined the war against Thagan's errantry, would you non-aggression with me? No. Okay.
No.
That's our diplomacy for now. Okay, people are declaring war on Hexawatl. And the dwarves that I was hoping would fight Khemri so I didn't have to have been wiped out. Cool. Oh, excellent. I believe... Actually, where does Zlansek reaches here, doesn't it? Oh, but I've already expanded to the Southern Sentinels. I wish you could see province borders in the fog of war. Maybe there's a way to... Actually, yeah, I think that covers it. So I don't need Zlansek anymore in terms of having the expanding building there. I'm going to demolish that. And I can start throwing up some stuff here. Wow, they've got full on detection there, right down to the 40. Food and expansion. Or excavation, as the game calls it. just minimum investment in the Undercity for now, but I want room to expand it when I do have money. Okay, Skittis is ready to go. I mean, he's technically short a hero, but not even Queek has a hero ready yet. I'm actually gonna go bring Skittis up and probably trade his mortars for Queek's catapults, and I'll move from there. Actually, was Queek still missing Storm Vermin? No, Queek got his Storm Vermin unit. Good. Okay, tic-tac-toe because Krokgar's wounded, and he only has skink cohorts. Well, the garrison has some Saurus and stuff, but this should be nice and easy. We will lightning strike to reduce their morale a little bit more, and we'll fight them straight up. That battlefield doesn't look too terrible. Hills might be an issue, but still, it's a neutral battle. We draw if time runs out, although we are the aggressor. We have artillery superiority. Shoot them with artillery, they charge at us, we shoot them with guns. And that should be our problem solved. Okay, it'll be a shame to say goodbye to those very experienced plague claws, but I am looking forward to seeing how poison wind mortars do.
Storm Vermin! I'll yours! What?
Just screwing up my chevron arrangements here. No big deal. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Storm Vermin!
Two Storm Vermin widths apart. We can overlap the middle, they don't have artillery. Makes it a bit more comfortable in terms of not being a weak point in the melee line. And let's get the gun teams arranged.
Skaven, yes! Ready! Rattling a gun!
Now, I'm going to pull the whole formation back a little bit because I'm not confident the gunners have line of sight over the hills. Actually, here is about right, I think, where the gunners are on top of the hill. We can handle the edges of the formation when we actually have room to move. Let's get the Giselles positioned. That Giselle's probably not going to be able to shoot that much. Okay, it's artillery ready as well, and we've got Queek here. And they're in range immediately. Okay, we've got flankers coming here already. Let's get one of the warp lightning cannons on that. take out their flying lord, because that could be a problem. Oh, I thought Queek was being attacked by a charging unit. I didn't realize it was just magic. Or actually, I think he was I think he got clipped by our own rattling gunners and complained. I've hit these guys in the flank with clan rats. Can you shoot those guys, please? Thank you. Okay, good. The plague claws are aiming at the right place. Let's add a doom rocket for good measure. Let's get some plague claws firing into this mess. And I believe we have inflicted the army loss penalty. Okay, all units hold fire. And we win. They're in a settlement, they'll be wiped out. No need to chase them or inflict any more friendly fire to the back of Queek's head. I'm sure Queek and his magnificent helmet will be okay. Okay, that's a bit of extra food for us, that's good. We're a little short.
Send it to the Under Empire. I claim this for clan.
May as well sack and occupy here as well.
War blades upgraded.
Ooh, potion of healing. That is an enchanted item. Just gonna occupy that, and then let's take a look and see if we can fit potion of healing on anyone. What does Skittis have at the moment? Skull's good. Mask of Ease okay, and we don't expect you to melee and take damage a lot. I'm probably going to do is put Potion of Healing, assuming they have a slot. I think they have a slot. I'll put Potion of Healing on the Assassin once the Assassin's recruited. Okay. We now own Death's Head monoliths. It's probably worth doing the settlement upgrade now. I won't, actually, do I have Gov Reach? No, I do not. Thought I could reach statues of the gods. Well, I'll tunnel over there. And we'll start this settlement upgrade building. And won't pay for anything else in that region just yet. Okay, how far can Skittis move? Okay. On march, he can move that far. Underway that far, he can move a bit farther on march. And we should not be under threat while moving within our own territory. I probably just jinxed it, but hey. Steel tech. Okay, we should monitor the positioning of Khemri's armies, so we have a good idea of where they are, as we are going to go to war with Khemri soon. Let's Warlock Laboratory going. Let's get tunnels and expansion up. Okay, don't have a huge amount of money to throw around, so I won't spend more on the Under Empire. Let's get our singular agent assassin up here and check unit recruitment. Could we have a good... No, we do not have another good engineer. And we can finally recruit that assassin. Let's go. Replenish troops is mainly what I have you for. Poisonous Blades is nice. And I want you to actually live, so melee defense. Let's see. Armor and fire resistance isn't the worst. You don't have magical attacks at the moment, so... I mean, magical attacks isn't actually strictly a positive in that many situations. Let's get you a Potion of Healing. What can I put on you? That'll be good on a army and bed assassin, so that's great. Okay, Kingdom of Beasts. Don't really have money to spend on anything. And may not be worth upgrading the medicinal plants next turn anyway, so we'll do that when we have more income. Probably not worth repairing this just at the moment. It should finish repairing next turn. Should start this, but let me see if there's any other... Yeah, there we go. We've got a thing that we should fill in at Temple Avenue of Gold. And I wanted to do a scrap heap rather than a breeding pit. So that's a little better for a stable economy, I feel. Again, not really worth spending on the upgrade right now. This will be worth it. And stuff's under construction. Okay. Income's still holding up. It's not too bad. Under Empire isn't exactly contributing much at the moment, but it has a lot of expanding to do. I imagine Clan Spittle still doesn't want to agreement. Clan Scryer likes us, it's fine. How many settlements do you have actually? 4? 1, 2, and I don't know the others. It's also fine. Lothern doesn't want peace. And we are going to finish off the last defenders. Okay, time for the end turn. Maybe I should try and be friendly with the Dread Fleet again if I'm going to lose Camry as a trade partner.
All tales are mine.
Wait, Ickbolt. Oh yeah, you can't attack in Undercity starts. It's embedded and recruiting, but only has 1 person. Let's go take it. This should actually be auto resolvable.
Win battle.
I might.
Or else.
I just jinxed it, but I won't load if stuff gets awkward. Alright. Not too bad. Fewer casualties than we would have actually taken, I think. Sorry, we would have actually taken fewer casualties if I'd manually fought it, but it is what it is.
Or inferior weak to me.
Don't think we've got room for any more banners at the moment.
I'm deadly.
Okay, that's the last defenders completely gone. Let's get this settlement built up, and I'm gonna have to posture at Khemri because all this territory currently belongs to Khemri. And unlike Stellaris, this is not a game designed to be played peacefully. It is a shame they won't have a comfortable ally to park Undercities under, but so be it. And Ickbolt has Lightning Strike. Fantastic. Key part of his arsenal that'll be. Skidis needs to meet up with Queek. Statues of the gods actually seems to be the best place to do that.
Soon now.
I'll see if I can actually make it at I'll force march Skidis if I have to. But I'll leave Queek in a regular stance. Okay, so we'll put the mortars in Queek's army and we will... Actually, what I'll probably do to save a little bit of money, how long does this right, the right we have going last anyway? Oh, wrong button. Right, there we go. Last 5 turns. How much do we have left? 2 more turns. Shoot, probably won't be able to take advantage of it for recruiting the other units.
8 beats is mine. My plan scheme.
Okay. And I forgot to do it again. I'm actually wasting movement here. Let me scroll down. Okay, I'm just going to disband these catapults.
Need more trophies, yes. No fair's weak.
And have Skidis transfer the mortars over. Skidis can recruit more mortars. Queek has room for the assassin. And Ickbolt can also go recruit mortars in a bit. That should all work out nicely, and I think that ate up all my Lord movement. Actually, Skidis can walk down a little bit still. There we go. Okay, did I just expand the Under Empire? Yes, I did. Well, let's explore Khemri a little bit. They seem very uncontested at the moment. It's actually time to get Queek into his quest battle. But I'll try and get the assassin up before I send him in. I may even manually walk Queek over to the quest battle. Do we have any good recruits? Ooh, yes. Another Warp Lightning Engineer. Any melee attack or defensive things you'll do. That's kind of terrible, but that'll have to do. And lightning firing drill. Ooh. Ballistics instructor is fine. We'll pick up Doom Rocket next turn. I don't get amazing results out of my Doom Rockets anyway. How about assassins? No luck here.
Sneaky infiltrator.
should get some knowledgeable sorcerer agents around in the future, but it's not an immediate priority. How are exports looking after the medicinal plants upgrade? I think we're still exporting 100%. Gonna still hold off on developing Kingdom of Beasts for the moment, because these settlements are gonna need expenditure. Okay, let me look and see if there are any build slots before I upgrade, as usual. Gonna be some construction to do there. Upgrades there. We're leaving this for now. And construction there next turn, so Red Rivers is a good place to start. Let's get those upgraded. I'll leave the tech buildings and defense for now. Where else do I have stuff? Nothing to build right then. And we'll want to get you upgraded. And I'll leave the settlement upgrades for this turn. Okay, I am just at war with Lothar now. But neither me nor Lothar are really going to be in a position to do much. I'm actually probably going to... It looks like I definitely will have to, unfortunately. I am going to break my agreements with Khemri in preparation for declaring war.
Do not invoke the gods around Sitra. They bow to me.
Oh, okay, I've got one turn before I can cancel the trade deal. But I'll cancel non-aggression. And... cancel military access. And I think that's diplomacy for the turn. Greetings, Negrond.
Nor on your bones I shall if you make offer butter I hate.
Khemri just straight up declared war on me. Okay. Isn't that treachery? We still have we had a trade agreement. I was definitely not ready for that. How? Like, they could... I don't think they can actually reach from up there, but... Okay, Calador's repose was raised. That's unfortunate. They can... Alright, Lothern still needs to expand. That's fine. Okay, so I've encountered... Negron completed the second last ritual and is now technically at war with everyone else who can ritual. But that's fine. We're too far apart for that to matter. Khemri being hostile, however, is a concern. They don't have an undercity maneuver that could let them come through here. Like, they'd have to go all the way around, I believe. Actually, they could walk there, but still, nevertheless a concern. We're cancelling unit respec for now. So Skidus and Ickbolt are marching to war, not recruitment.
Keep Gracia scum away.
Queek, you should still go do your quest battle if you can. I think you can still get away with force march this turn. Especially since we're marching deeper into our territory.
I lead.
And how far can we actually get? Let's position Kimry, so we'll have, I guess, Skidis look up here and Egbolt monitor towards Orion's camp. In case this guy comes around. And Queek to come back and reinforce whoever needs reinforcing when it comes to it. Okay, Queek needs an assassin. Egbolt needs any heroes. Skidis needs an assassin. Oh, Skidis is missing. I guess I really should have traded the plague claws over. Oh well. Hindsight. Okay, so next turn Queek is going to end up about there. So sit about there. Oh wait, no, you're normal. This is the one who needs to meet up with Queek. Let's look at hero recruit options. That's a no, let's cycle that out. I do need more assassins. Nope. Okay. I don't think units can come around over there. So this province isn't under immediate threat. It would be nice to get it developed further, but the money has other priorities for now. Northern Red Rivers. Actually, how does Kimry feel about me specifically, I wonder? What prompted them to... I guess it might just be the broken... having the treaties broken. They really did not like that. Normally they're a bit more chill about things like that, I think. Or maybe I'm just projecting. Normally I'm a bit more chill about having treaties broken with me. Okay. Let's get some walls up. These are all econ buildings. It's an easy choice. Actually, before I do that, there should be money as priority here. And this is a cheaper upgrade. How about here? We'll spend in a little later. You're fine. And we'll spend later. Okay, that's just probably worth putting an upgrade into as well. And we'll save the money. If it comes to it, I'll just like raise the raise. I'm too used to playing undead factions apparently. I'll recruit in the Doom Wheel and Doom Flayers and stuff, and supplement things if we need to. If I can get away with it, I might run Skidis down to recruit some catapults. Actually, what tier is this? Oh, we can recruit catapults right here. If he wasn't in underway stance. Do higher tier buildings provide higher recruit rank for catapults? I don't think they do. Some other buildings might, but it's probably not a huge deal. Okay. That's movements and econ done. Kimry's at war with me. I can't peace out or diplomacy with Negron because of the way things are laid out. Spittle loves me now because of what I've done to the last defenders and because I'm not friendly with Kimry anymore. So can we trade?
Stop now!
What if we traded and non-aggression?
What?
There we go. That'll supplement my income a little bit. What's Khemri's reliability at?
You're heading the sands.
I guess they don't have a reliability rating? I wonder if the AI does computations, reliability computations with other AI at all. Or if Khemri can just get away with doing that. Guess we technically still had treaties active. Okay, clan scryers doing their thing. Okay, Khemri's rolling a bunch of armies out that way. Wonder if they may actually make it to the Golden Tower before I can. I've got a bell polisher. Ballistics. Range is important. May as well chuck a bell polisher on. If we run out of room there, I can put out something else, but I don't think I'm likely to run out of room. Okay, I'll actually recruit in a province just to make sure nothing unseemly happens. I'll have Plague Claws up in this army in 2 turns, and then Ickbolt is gonna respond to a potential situation at the Golden Tower. Armies on just force marched out here, so that may be a concern. How close is Mormal? Where is Mormal even? Mormal, there you are. You're so sneaky, even I couldn't find you. I'll get you to monitor the situation over there.
Ready to kill.
Okay, Queek still should go do his quest battle. We'll be able to do that next turn. And we can embed the assassin in finally. Finally, a complete army comp. This is kind of the army comp I'm going for. Engineer for casting, warlord for warlording, assassin for the replenishment mainly. I somehow failed to keep them alive. Then guns, Giselles, mortars, or lightning cannons, and then storm vermin for the front line. Okay, you need to go join up with Ickbolt's army. And wants to hero recruitment again. No good there. How about here? Nope. Any knowledgeable casters come up? No, they did not. Okay. And settlement upgrades. Should be a money priority. That's probably worth upgrading, but I'll chuck a growth building in here as well. Yeah, more food will be handy. And let's do the rundown. You're fine for now. Northern Red Rivers probably needs development. I actually should focus on getting the walls up when I can, because this is the province that's quite likely to come under attack. Oh, I can actually afford to upgrade this still. Any upgrade slots I failed to fill, sort of new construction slots, upgrades are fine. Nope, that's fine. You're gonna need construction soon. You are already set for construction. Golden Tower, do you have fortified entry? Yes. It's actually going to be doubly worth. The Warpstone building of Golden Tower will get a couple of extra garrison units. So okay. While I'm at it, I mean, I'd be confident in my ability to take on any of Khemri's armies. I haven't met the Pirates of Sartosa. Does anyone really hate Khemri? That I know of. You hate everyone. Do you want to go fight Khemri? No. They actually really like Khemri. Okay then. Fine, fine.
Burn the coastline.
Can I work towards
Choose your
you as a
words,
trade partner?
for you stand
They are
before
fine with
supreme
non-aggression, that's
power.
fine by me too. Trade will get a little bit extra income for me, so
This serves
that
my
works out.
cause.
Cool, we're chill with the Dreadfleet again, which means I have a little less worry if I do want to move anything over the ocean. We don't want a repeat of that one pirate incident, cough cough. Okay, Khemri's heroes coming out, damaging buildings, that's annoying. Okay, you're attacking Suntree Glades. Is this gonna be a... I don't think we have walls there. So what are we up against? Screaming Skull Catapults, nasty stuff. A bunch of chariots, some archers, Tumgard halberds. Don't have anything that Tumgard halberds are really... like we don't have large units. At least not offensive large units. Technically the Tumgard halberds would be good against our... oh, I guess our lord as well needs to watch out for the halberds. Those wolf sphinxes and the bone giant could be nasty. What's the range on our Jezzails? The bone giant can actually outrange our Jezzails, which is a bit of an issue. But we'll see what we can do. Maybe able to move the garrison around and just have them tangle with stuff, bog things down. Oh, that is a horrible map. So many trees. I mean, it's not great for their chariots and their bone giant either, nor their artillery, but... dang. Oh, I see this map, yeah. At least the trees were a bit sparse. Okay, regular chevron isn't quite going to be a fit. We do have a warlock engineer in this. We don't have plate claws, however. We do have some supplemental infantry. Gonna need to get away from their bone giant. The screaming skull catapult we can probably neutralize. I guess I'll need my warp lightnings on the bone giant once it gets in range. Just gonna plonk the Night Runners up here and have them night run around and maybe disrupt things. Okay, I'd love to make use of this building, so it's basically gonna be the center chevron. Let me just arrange the storm vermin as usual first.
Storm vermin! What?
If only my walls had been done, I'd have warp bombs and everything.
Storm vermin! Rick-a-rack!
Okay, 2 storm vermin widths apart.
Rick-a-rack!
There we go, and the building will buffer a bunch for him. Technically I could take this unit out, I think, and just use the building. But the gunnery formation is a bit hard for me to wrap my head around in that regard.
Our tale is yours!
Okay,
Rattling gun!
let's just get the basic chevron up first, and then I will shuffle things around the building and see what can be done. And I probably won't do it optimally, but hey, okay. So this fires along that line. I guess ideally it would be up here, and then the gunners would be firing along that line of the building. I might just leave it as is, and well, we've got more supplementary units to use along the sides.
Spears! Our tale's yours!
I'll just put up various units to kind of buffer in the trees against potential chariot charges and that kind of thing. It's probably what I'm going to use the garrison mostly for.
Clan rats!
And that'll let me hold my halberd storm vermin back a little bit. These guys, I'm worried about them being obstructed by the trees firing a little bit. Hopefully they should be fine. We'll keep the halberd storm vermin in reserve and cover the flanks with the garrison first.
Storm vermin!
Come on. Hide. There's forest here. Why aren't you not hidden? Okay, you're hidden there. That works.
Now, Rick, now!
Now, which side is their bone giant on? Because that is something I'm very concerned about. There, okay. I'll have artillery compact up here with the aim of counteracting their bone giant. I have 2 Giselle teams here as well to that effect. Although their main job will be watching out for war sphinxes and engaging them. Same with the Giselles on this side. The war sphinx shows up, we need to kill it. Because I doubt our melee line will hold up long against a Kemrian war sphinx.
Warlord!
Just wondering about corner camping options in this on this map. It's probably not something to consider right at the moment, though. Okay, let's get our warlord up front as well, but not exposed.
Warp lightning cannon!
Okay, focus on the... Can you fire on the bone giant? Yes.
Spellcasting!
Can you fire on that war sphinx? You don't have angle. Done. Reposition. Shoot, that bone giant's already in range. Okay, target down Cetra's War Sphinx as a priority. What about this? What's our left side Giselle team doing? Can you please target down that War Sphinx? Just skirmish mode and mess with those archers. Okay, we need that artillery dead.
Brave, fierce Mimi! Rattling gun! At once! Attack! Breaking up! Stab!
Do you not have shots from where you are? Darn.
Ready! Storm vermin! Fight! Ready!
Just
Retreat!
get that.
What?
Okay, we need halberds up on those chariots. Get those Giselles back.
Mighty warlord, Mimi!
Okay, we need to
Storm vermin!
get our units back. Okay, get that storm vermin back up on the chariots.
Countess command! Eat fight!
The chariots, the catapult's still firing. Can I redirect my artillery? No, okay. Keep focusing on the bone giant.
Our tile's yours! Warlord! Now, yes! Now, yes!
They're getting their replenishment stages, and the melee line is not buying us enough time.
Gazelles!
Get back.
Down! Warlord!
Shut down those
Straight!
chariots, please. Yeah, the terror from the War Sphinxes is doing a real number on our guys
Shriek! Shriek!
as well. That's nasty. So can you just please hit Cetra once?
Warlord! Warped off Gazelles! Back underground!
Just get in order. Get out of there, rattling guns.
For the vermin's hide!
Why are you meleeing Tumgard?
I am best! Yes, yes! Back underground! Quick!
You're not gonna do much good where you are.
Back underground!
The artillery didn't do as much damage as I thought it might,
Scurry!
so I
Retreat!
was making mistakes there.
Great! Yeah!
Probably should have used the artillery on the War Sphinxes. They did so much more damage to us.
Warlord! Great clans, Sissy! Ready! Die!
You can't fight those while under missile fire. Back off and regroup. Can I get my...
Rattling your gun!
get the guns back? Okay. We need the tail slashers in there. And you just regroup. Take out that War Sphinx. Where are we rallying?
Clan rats!
Okay, go after those Ushabti. Where are our Giselles? Just kind of get back together.
Warlock Jezels! Skaven, yes! Good orders! Ours! Retreat, retreat!
Get in there.
Walk like a cannon!
And you get out of there.
Prepare to die!
Okay, knock out those Tomb Guard. Take out the Tomb Guard halberds, please.
Yes, yes, yes! Murder, kill, kill! Mark Scotty, yes! Somebody! Boom, boom!
You're not going to chase down that chariot. Get in with the Tomb Guard. Actually, Warp Lightning, get out. Sit in the corner.
Hungry for battle!
You're engaging halberd Tomb Guards, aren't you? Can't just shoot. Or... yeah, there are so many trees here. If you can get in on those archers. Okay, this is not a good place for Skidis. I should see if he can get in on those archers.
What orders? Die, die! Onwards! Rattling a gun!
How much damage can you do those Tomb Guards before those spearmen catch up to you? Okay, that's army loss penalty, unfortunately.
Retreat, retreat! Quick, quick!
And we're in a settlement as well. Really unfortunate. Okay. Did eventually take out the War Sphinxes, but I'm very reliant on my formations, so if the War Sphinxes inflict terror on all the Storm Vermin, complications arise. The Storm Vermin were in decent shape to, there were enough left to hold comfortably, but unfortunately just never regrouped. Would have done a lot better with the Plague Claw. That was also a major mistake, just dismissing the Plague Claws instead. I didn't expect to be going to war again so soon. Okay, so that's Sun Tree Glade, and that is an army lost. And I also straight up lost one of the Warlock Engineers I just recruited. Unfortunately. And I have leadership -6 faction wide. That's great. Cool. How does Khemri's strength rate at the moment? Can I not? There we go. Okay. Yeah, that is an army gone so far. I wouldn't expect Lakwa to hold on its own, especially not with the garrison. I wanted Ickbolt to respond elsewhere, but he's gonna have to respond where he is. We'll get Queek's quest battle done. Wasn't a huge amount of development actually done and finished up there. What's Cetra's movement range this turn? Okay. He can reach Tlaqua. I'm gonna cancel any construction projects I have up there. I won't have time to demolish if he does go for it, so I'll just leave it for now. Ickbolt's army should be ready. Yeah. I do not enjoy trees. Okay, Queek can go do his quest battle. I'll do other moves this turn first, though. Unfortunately, I cannot get people up to Ickbolt in time to fight things. Okay, he's going there. This army is on force march. Can we ambush on attack? Yes, we can. I think that should be auto-resolvable. I'm gonna regret saying that, but Okay, I lost the Skaven slave spheres after jinxing it, that's fair. Let's get the replenishment back.
Send slaves.
Now, there are two ways this army could go. Could go down towards Golden Tower or towards Queek. I'm going to shuffle up here. I'm going to add regiments of renown to fill in the gaps until this army gets heroes in it. Actually, I should double check if the hero could actually reach. No, not yet. I can dismiss one of those regiments next turn if I'm not in conflict next turn. And okay, you just got lightning strike. In that case, we should start working on your middle tree. You're reasonably in order otherwise. And ambush starts.
Cunning ambush.
What do we have for research? We just finished distill poisons. Skaven corruption, plague monk. Okay, we do need to get up here and get going that way. However, I did want to stop by assassin recruit rank. And let's check our hero recruitments as well. It's unfortunate that we just lost a warlock engineer, but so be it. Sharp teeth, stone hoarder. Monster heavy setups are actually the major weakness of my comp, I believe, simply because of the their ability to largely disregard front lines given enough push. That said, in most cases, shouldn't have been able to settle that. Too many trees, too many mistakes. Okay, food is alright. Time for Queek's quest battle. Okay. This one I should not be able to screw up.
Battle fight yet?
Let's get Queek's warp shard armor.
Says his armor is more special than mine, does he? Hmm? Then I will steal it. I am Queek. The best stuff shall be mine. But cunning is this vermin, yes. I will have to be wary. Make sure clan rats set off the traps. Better they die than me. Hmm? Scurry forward now. Begin fight. Kill.
That just makes me want to have Queek set off the traps, because he can tank them better.
Queek head taker. Agreed, yes. Warp lightning cannon. I'm ready now.
Oh, we've got company. Menace below. You are an assassin. Okay, I'm not gonna have much time to finish. Okay, have all but one of the storm vermin just reform up front. Let's get our artillery in position.
Warlock engineer. Bow to Queek.
and have our gun teams hover around the corners, ready to scooch up into position.
Faster, scurry!
Okay, that's a doom wheel. Poison wind waters aren't much use against the doom wheel. Pull back a storm vermin unit to clear that, and Queek, and the assassin. Let's have the council guard tangle with that doom wheel and my other halberd unit if I can find it. Oi, hold fire, hold fire. Jeez. The poison on our own units. No, target there. I've got to remember not to have my poison wind, what is it, on fire at will if I can avoid it.
Yes, ready, yes! Assassin! Our tail's yours!
Spread out the fire a little bit. Throw a doom rocket out there.
Spell casting!
Not really able to leverage my rattling guns because I didn't have time to formation. Council guard, you there? Oh no, that doom was going to be dead soon anyway. Okay. Those rats should be dead before anything can happen.
Warlock engineer! Warlock Gazelles! Yes, yes!
Get those Jazales out of the way. Okay, they're moving in on warp lightning cannons. Just give them a taste of their own medicine. See if I can actually form up to use the guns real quick.
Forward, backwards! Quick, quick! At once, words! And storm the vermin! Yes, yes, yes! Quick, head taker! For the vermin!
Storm vermin halberds, get that. Ooh, I actually want to
Quick, head taker!
move this formation back. It's not a good place to be in.
Yes! Back underground!
Get Queek back up to the front line. I just have the assassin make sure stuff doesn't go up. Get back up here. This is an absolute mess. I'm sure we'll be fine. Get those storm vermin out of there. They're taking so much poison damage.
What orders? Strike, smite. I blaze a rig. No. Quick, head taker.
Ah, there's the enemy warlord.
Warp lightning cannon.
We're not gonna chase down the... Okay, let's not bother. Okay, that was a bit of a mess, but... quest battles often are. I don't react quickly enough to manage. But yeah, even I believe the kill count on poison wind mortars does not count the deaths to poison. So they did pretty well, especially for no setup and actually not that many enemy units to contend with. Didn't have an opportunity to use the guns at all.
It consumes.
Okay, there's not enough money to even bother with. Let's just max out and get deployed again. Okay, Warp Shard armor is Queek's. What does the ability do? Round self, minus defense and minus armor. So it's offensive armor. Got it. Mobility is increased. Okay, let's boost your personal combat stats, starting with missile resistance in case you ever need to soak up bullets.
Tell Nordwell of Queek's victory.
Let's start getting Queek back into the fight, because we have plenty of fighting that needs doing. How long? I should actually start re-recruiting Skidus's army. How many turns until he's back? 4. Is there anyone I can... I believe I can recruit a knowledgeable Grey Seer and they'll still be around. That said, unfortunately Grey Seers can have issues with loyalty with me. We'll give it a shot.
All hail Vortex.
1 loyalty. Okay, that's gonna be an issue. It's basically gonna rebel immediately.
The council's voice.
I'll allocate some points anyway. So you are just here to recruit units. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully the 1 loyalty holds for a while. Did I? What? I think my rights expired by now. I have to spend money on certain other things, but okay. 1 turn units. Okay, well, let's just start off with Storm Vermin. I'm sure this will go fine.
Challenge me.
It'll be 2 turns before he actually has any units to go anyway, and that might actually help. More Skrork might help. Unfortunately, I don't think Clan Pestilence is around anymore. It's good to see you, as in Gamer 3000. I had Khemri declare war on me while we still had treaties, so that was an interesting experience. I mean, I do need Khemri's territory, but yeah.
Hornet One watches me.
I had an army that wasn't in good shape to engage, sit inside a settlement while recruiting, and get engaged, and then I made a few errors in the fight, so an army needs re-recruiting, so that's a thing.
Master Commander.
That's it. Queek has his Warp Shard armor now, so things are still maybe under control, I guess we'll see. Okay, Teotika just hit 5. You've already got your econ buildings, so I'm just gonna throw down... Well, the standard combo will be a lair and construction cavern. Although, those actually aren't going to be priorities at the moment. I don't... I need money to recruit armies. I may do stuff with more direct return and less price. Honestly, I'll hold off on the fresh construction for now, except at the Golden Tower, where that'll get us an extra bit of garrison. Because the I'm gonna need so much to army recruit. Okay, Northern Red Rivers. Yeah, we'll just leave that as is. I actually have not played a Scroll campaign. I'm actually very interested, especially given the new plague mechanics Clan Pestilence has. It's not typically my style. I've used a few. I imagine a few plague casters, and I understand Skrulk has basically a lot more where that came from. Queek, I'm honestly not a huge fan of any of Glanmore's bonuses. Queek's an okay fighter, and he has some faction buffs in his tree, which is not terrible, but Clan Moors is turning out to be not that much of my style, although the kind of early supplement to settle on Storm Vermin is not bad faction-wise. Okay. I think that's the economic setup done for now. I'm gonna need to reserve some army. I just had a random army get called against me, because why not? Who here likes me, or at least finds me passable? Do you hate Khemri?
But I have no time for
You don't especially hate Khemri, okay? Do you hate Khemri?
For burn fuel in my warp forges.
Not really. Okay, fine. I'll just we'll make it things work. I'm actually tempted to just, because this is pretty cheap, I may just pop this right just to make sure that my temporary lord doesn't immediately rebel. And I guess like the general stabilization wouldn't hurt. Nagaron is doing very well so far, apparently.
Yes, I have the best words.
How's Blessed Dread feeling? No military alliance. Definitely not in shape for that.
I smell you. I am superior, Skaven. Lower tail now.
Also not in shape for a military alliance. Although I guess maybe I should have double checked with all of those guys if they hate Kim. Yes. Damage building. Ah, excellent. Expansion. Let's get some basic construction up. Yeah, I've heard good things about Skrulk. Personally, I am a big fan of Clan Scry's bonuses and the workshop, because almost all of their stuff kinda lines up perfectly with the stuff I use and lean on, which is nice. This is concerning. Because... oh, I see what he did. Alright, so Cetra's army is going to be further diminished a little bit because he just settled Suntree Glades. Alright. So, Iqbal, what's your strike range like? Your army is technically in shape. Some slightly depleted Storm Vermin. I have no qualms about your ability to take down that army. It's just there were other armies in that area and I am concerned. Let's send Mormal up for a little more vision. No? Okay, I think we're good. So, let's pick that up. Actually, I should have just picked up assault units. Okay, you're slightly gaining loyalty. And Queek can roll out now. Replenish troops. Melee defense. Because somehow I always fail to keep my assassins alive. And you can underway further than you can march. Let's get heroes moved before I decide on any courses of action. Okay, yes. I can dismiss one of these units, probably the Doomflayer. I don't have any... I have more bonuses to Doomflayers than I have to Plague Monks innately, and could potentially use some of that. Okay, Ickbolt has magic in his army now. I imagine I would be favouring the Plague Monks if I was playing Skrork, tangentially. Okay, fortunately for Ickbolt, we just picked up Lightning Strike. And we didn't need it because we ambushed anyway. I'm gonna fight this battle manually. Not because I strictly need to, because I want to make sure this guy dies. And sometimes Auto Resolve lets him run away. In fact, a lot of the time Auto Resolve lets him run away. And then again, it's an undead army, and the AI doesn't withdraw, especially not with Auto Resolve. Maybe I should have just Auto Resolved it. At any rate, this should be entertaining. I'm sure this will be a very fair fight. Oh, he's on a Kemrian War Sphinx. I feel less bad now. Let's make that thing very dead. Please and thank you. Just fire at will when he turns around. Okay, good. It's in rattling range. There we go. I do not terribly enjoy dealing with War Sphinxes. That was totally necessary. Ooh, Scalm. Can I squeeze any of that onto? He has. Actually, he doesn't have magic attack yet. Scalm may be probably more useful than the other thing. But yeah, I definitely believe you when you say Skrork's probably just as capable in melee. Or Skrork is just as capable in melee.
Which clan?
Like Queek, I'm curious as to what their melee profiles are like as well. Because Queek is very much a duelist. He struggle. I absolutely see him struggle against groups in multiple units, and he's also not terrific anti-large either. Okay, Ickbolt. Let's see about this army, shall we? The Ushabti could be an issue. I'll have to make sure I don't waste my shots. Screaming Skull Catapults could be an issue as well. Fortunately, our artillery has decent range. And we have Menace below. Lightning Strike to reduce their leadership a little bit. Let's fight this. Khemri has honestly snowballed quite a bit in terms of their economy and so on. Fortunately, that economy doesn't necessarily translate to military strength. It does translate to unit capacity though, and all their units are free, so it's going to be an interesting one. As long as their catapults don't do us too much damage, I should be able to flatten everything else about them and straight up fight.
Great clans! CC! Warp lightning cannon!
Or well, in a ranged fight. In a straight up fight, their Tomb Guards would, our Storm Vermin would not fare especially well. But we're not looking to make this a straight fight. Doomflayers. I think all of their Tomb Guard were Sword and Shield there as well, so Doomflayers may be able to do quite a number on them, especially if you can pull them into the water. In fact, I may actually swing over to the left side of the map, so some of their units have to deal with water. Yeah, I will actually set up on the riverbank and do an over-the-top formation, which is not typically what I do, but hopefully it works out well. Also have one of our flanks covered by the cliffside, which is nice. Okay, it's gun teams, plenty of coverage, and they should have high ground fire. Helmet Storm Vermin, we'll have our Warlord settle here. Now that I have a Warlock Engineer, I actually do want all my artillery clustered up. I'll probably actually bring the Warlord a bit back, in case anything jumps the artillery. Okay, let's run the Doomflayers up a little bit. What are they looking at? Okay, it's got the Ushabti there, Skeleton Archers, Horsemen. So they do have Ushabti and Horsemen, which will... No, okay, so one of their Screaming Skull Catapults is on the right. They should have one more catapult, which I don't have a view of. Hopefully the catapult doesn't get range on... The catapult shouldn't get range on us before we have Menace below up. Run the Doomflayers around to deal with the catapult one way or another. %R piercing damage, Claws Clanstone. I think that's melee only. But I've been wrong before. I also realize I completely forgot about my Jezzails. I know what I know what I'm doing. Okay, let's have some Jezzails up here as well. We can pull them back if need be. Doomflayers are pretty hard to hit. Fortunately, they're actually wasting some of their artillery ammunition on the Doomflayers, which is a best case scenario for dealing with their artillery. Is that guy on a War Sphinx? He's not on a War Sphinx, the artillery should be focusing elsewhere. Hit the Tomb Guard, hit the archers. I don't hit the Ushabti, hit the Ushabti. Okay, we've got their catapult preoccupied for now at least, and they're even pulling their lord back. Okay, so they've got horsemen coming up here. Let's get the storm vermin ready to meet them. Focus their clay claws on their archers. Okay, there's their other catapult. I'm actually gonna plonk that on them in the trees. Doom players won't do that well in the trees. I don't know what my Jezzails are doing in the middle there, but okay, guns, what do you have angle? Yes you do. Okay, just, if you don't have angle, cease fire, shoot at whatever you can hit. That Jezzail's been allowed to operate with impunity, which is fine. Gonna move you around. Remove that other catapult, please. Okay, I think that's... they actually haven't plonked down their Ushabti, so still wary about potential hits to the artillery. Oh shoot, those Jezzails are exposed. Okay, that's where the Ushabti went. Warlord, go get him. Jezzails, fall back. You snipe the Ushabti, you will have better shots. Gun teams all firing. Hit that artillery if you can. Not artillery, hit those archers if you can. What's our doing? Doing fine, okay. We can bring the Doomflayers back and start hitting them in the rear now. You snipe out the Ushabti. Can you hit those archers from where you are? Yes you can. Okay, this gun team can go back to neutral fire. Fire at will. Hit anything you can over the heads of the storm vermin. Wrong team. Nope, cancel. Can you hit those guys?
Prepare to die! Get to the limb! Back underground!
Ooh, take out those Necropolis Knights. You're a perfect match for him. Okay, hit those Tomb Guard in the back. Oh, one of our Storm Vermin units broke. Re-establish the line before stuff slips through, please.
Warlord! Good orders!
And we win. It's a bit of a mess. But not the worst. Being actually able to use the guns effectively and having the play clause available helped out a bunch there. And being able to neutralize their artillery, and also not being distracted by neutralizing their artillery. A lot of the time I focus my own artillery a little too much on opposing artillery, and subsequently don't actually get that much value out of it. Okay, let's raise this.
Rest now. Yes, yes.
Potion of Strength, cool. And hopefully you don't get attacked over the end turn because you are not getting any replenishment. I don't believe anything's in range right there, based on Mormel's observations, so that's who I blame if something does happen. Right, Doomwheel, it's Blastmaster. Weapon Team, boosts. Might actually be worth, because this is only going to boost Warp Lightning cannons a little bit. Ammunition and reload time reduction. Might actually be worth considering Respected and Feared in the future if I am going to be running, not going to be running the play clause. That said, I still use Warp Lightning. Let's get you a Doom Rocket. I don't use that very effectively, but I do still get some use out of it.
Mighty warrior champion. Grey harbinger
Oh, thing ran out, so I've got one less recruitment capacity. It's fine, I'll cancel that, get the money back for this turn. Okay, that's all movement done. How many turns until Skidus is back? 3 turns. Right, Warlock Engineer, nothing great there. What's my capacity like though? I should, yeah, okay, I have enough. If I see a strategist one, I'll pick him up as an agent. So I do need a few more agents. Unfortunately, I don't have enough capacity here. Any knowledgeable sorcerers? No. And not enough of a priority for me to be cycling them out just yet, because I don't use them in the actual armies. Alright, this isn't a spending priority at the moment, although that is cost effective enough that I may as well pick it up. This isn't at the moment either. How about this? Oh, that's a little too expensive. This is pretty cheap though. As is this. No, that's a bit pricey for my needs. Okay, we're getting close to food capacity, which is good. Tlaqua is still under threat, although I'd actually expect him to maybe hit Quetzalcoatl. I don't know what kind of movement range he has. At any rate, I'm not going to put anything into Tlaqua right at the, or statues of the gods right in the moment. That's heads, monoliths, I might be able to get away with stuff in though. And Northern Red Rivers, you are under threat, so I will hold off development. No urgent diplomacy at the moment. And I mean, I do want to fight Khemri, so fight Khemri we shall. So, things have gotten a little more interesting over the course of today's stream, but that is going to be the last turn for tonight. Thank you very much everyone for watching. Had a bunch of fun, and I hope that was reasonably entertaining. And I believe As In Gamer is subtly hinting that I should in the future maybe try Skrork. So that's going to be potentially something interesting. Alright, well, I'm next going to be streaming US Evening tomorrow. It's probably going to be more Iceborne, Monster Hunter World. Got more Elder Dragons to get run over by, so that's going to be fun. Hope to see you there. That is going to be Thursday the 30th of January at 0100 UTC. If you want that in your local time zone, you can look down below. There is a widget with all of my stream times, and it should convert into your local time zone. You can also see my Twitter feed down there. That's at DubiousPhysics on Twitter. You can follow there if you want to get stream updates and other announcements. You can also follow me right here on Twitch. There's a follow button. It gives you notifications. I know they're not great notifications, but it does also help me out a bunch. So if you like what you see, please do follow. And that is going to be it. Thank you very much again for watching. Hope you had a reasonable amount of fun. I know I did, despite unfortunate situations with Khemri. And yeah, remember to hydrate, all that stuff. Take care of yourselves. I hope you have a good week. Take care, everyone. This is DubiousPhysics signing off.